nails redone. You can see how grown out they are. And I'll check you guys back out at home.
Hey friends, my name is Roxanne Fuentes. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. You know I appreciate you. Today I'm just messing around with just making art. I think I have had this craving over the weekend to bust out some old art supplies. I thought I had oil pastels. I don't know where they are, so that's probably gonna have to take a back seat for now. But I did find some Prismacolors that were my husband's back in architecture school, and I'm wondering if they're still good or not. Like, let's see if they'll still work. I also think it'll be really fun to do an experiment today. These are my daughters, she's 2. They are Prismacolor Wonder markers. Not sponsored because duh. I only have like 80 followers, but they only draw on the paper, the mess-free Color Wonder paper, and I'm really curious. I messed around with them a little bit over the weekend, and honestly, I love the way, like how bright they were. There's only 4 colors that I have. I don't know if they come with a bunch of colors. I'm sure they probably do. The nice thing about them is that color becomes more saturated as time goes on. So when you first put it on the paper, it's literally invisible. So you have to really think about where you're putting the color, and then it starts to show up, but the most saturation that it's gonna get is going to be within that like 30-ish second mark. So it's just interesting, and I think it'll be fun to try to draw with these. So no sketching today. I'm gonna go right in and try to draw with these and see how it comes out. I'm really nervous, but I'm also really excited to see what I can do. And I haven't done tangible, like physical art in quite some time. Even painting or oil pastels or anything like that. I don't think I've touched that stuff since art school. If I have, I don't remember. That's how few and far between. I used my iPad and I was like, let's just make digital art, and I don't know, there's something about the physical, right? So let's go ahead and see what we could do with these. And if you're curious and just want to do some sketching today, you can sketch alongside me, and let's just have fun making art. So these obviously are not the best drawings ever. I went too heavy-handed on this blue and the green, obviously, so now it's a little bit muddy. I feel like this one looks a lot better, but this one was way sketchier, which I think works for this kind of medium to be more sketchy. But I had fun just like exploring the medium. I'm gonna start to try to fill out my sketchbook a little bit more. I can't do that with these, obviously, because these only work on this type of paper. But I think it's really important to do a lot more sketching. So that's what we're going to be working on. Now that we have done some yoga and have some peace of mind, I'm gonna grab some coffee and let's test out those Prismacolor markers. So good news is that majority of the colors that I tested out work. The bad news is there are some that are pretty faded. So this, I don't know if the camera is gonna see it. It quite literally just crumbled. That was this one. This is what they're calling their cream. Literally crumbled. So maybe that was something that was used and left out for a while. I don't know. So I just rushed that off. But there's also some colors like this sort of bluish, like grayish blue, that will not be able to be used. It's very, very dry. There's also some colors that are super muted, which will be nice. And then I was just playing around. Like I said, I've never used these before, so I was just playing around to see how they would stack up. They did go through, which is a little annoying. So I just don't know. I might have to put something on the back when I'm sketching so that that doesn't happen. And so far so good. I will continue to try to expand my knowledge with those, and maybe I'll look up how people typically use them to see if I can get a better grasp on them. There are so many in here. It is, I think it's 72 Yeah, there's 72. So lots to work with. So I will continue to use them and see how I can sketch and make art with these markers. Other than that, that's it for today. I love that you were able to come along with me as I explored different mediums and got my new sketchbook and was able to really dive into that more tactile, hands-on art making. I will have more of these in the very near future. So if you're interested, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.